Okay, so we are playing another game, and we are doing The Fallen City of Karez by Elad Goldstein from Golden Egg Games. There's a lot of controversy about this game and the rules and stuff, so we're going to hopefully give you a better demonstration of what this game plays like. We're doing a 5-player game. We've played a few on 3 and 4 player, but we're doing the video with 5 players. So with me I have Ashen, and he is playing the Heroic Guild. So all about heroes smashing in the evildoers. We have Martin Coverley. Hello Martin. He is playing the Public Guild. And he's a sort of a master of nothing but a jack of all trades.
Well, sounds great.
And then we have Tony. Hey Tony. And he's playing the Trade Guild. So he's going to be putting out spells and items for people to buy. And then we have Carla. Hey Carla. She's playing the Builder Guild. So she's going to be building weapons and armor and things like that. And I am playing the Arcane Guild, which is I'll be doing private dungeons and recruiting my minions to try and get threat cubes. Right, so at heart this is a worker placement game. As you can see, we have some really cool adventurer meeples and worker meeples. Each turn we're going to be placing our little shield tokens into areas on the board. To begin with, we're only using these blue orbs as, let's move that out the way, the city, or now we're at town or village level. We're trying to get the city rebuilt up to the city phase, so we need more than 12 workers in the worker pool, which will then increase it up to the worker phase, the city phase. And we have 8 turns to do that. The more valor cubes and stuff we have, the more it is likely that we will have more workers turn up. The more threat cubes on the board means more adventurers come to help us out, but less workers. So to do that, we need to dive into the dungeons and defeat the evildoers. We need to maybe do some town watch actions and things like that to increase the valor cubes. So once we've done the worker sections, we do a dungeon phase, which we'll do later on. I'll show you a little more about that later on when we're actually halfway through the game. On turn 3, as you can see, so I thought I'd film from here onwards. We've moved into the town phase, so we have over 7 but less than 11 workers,
less than 12.
Or less than 12 workers in the worker pool. We've extended, obviously some of the guys have bought some of the green buildings. In fact, I think all of them have been bought. We had a few dungeon bashes. Martin's lost both his heroes.
It was calculated though.
Yeah, it was.
I knew what I was doing.
Ashen's lost one as well. At this point we're in the second phase of the Valor section. So we're getting 3 workers and 1 adventurer a turn. And I thought we'll start with the turn this time. So Martin's got the most valor, so that's why he's in first place. He's got 4 valor. So Martin will do his first action.
Take one of these.
So he owns that building, so he doesn't have to put down one of his action shields.
Thank you.
And he's going to be using that action in the action phase.
It's good. Get rid of those before Jason can start massively.
Yeah, just leave it there. Yeah. Okay, second place is Ashen, because he's got 2 valor cubes. So he's going to do an action.
Is that the only place you can get more heroes then? That
and
that one.
The arena. Are you using? That's your building? Yeah, so you don't need to put a shield down.
No.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah. Right, my turn. I'm gonna put that guy over there and send him into the dungeon.
You can just no, you don't. You pay it.
No, I'm doing that one. So I'm paying me
a gold, but you need the gold to. It's like a threshold cost.
Are you sure that's right? Because the last time we played, we can't do that.
No, you can.
Well, it works here. If you can buy your equipment for free, basically.
Yeah, I read as well. You can do that.
Okay.
You can choose to do in here. So after me, it's you, Carla. Carla owns the blacksmith, so she's going to be adding more equipment in there for people to buy. Tony, what's your action going to be?
No.
He owns the marketplace, so he's going to be building more items for us to buy. He's actually got the crystals already from a previous dungeon that he's opened up. Right, Right, so he's putting one in the lava mill and one in there.
You pick 2 up, don't you? Oh, no, sorry.
Going into the arena.
And he's going to go to the
Cemetery.
cemetery.
What am I gonna do? I need some more stuff. So I'm gonna take 2 guys to get another humanoid.
Stop it now, you're moving it.
Kyla's gonna. I think, is there only a 1 space?
That's a 2-person.
Oh, it is a 2 space. Yeah. Okay. Like it away.
Interesting.
Right, Martin, your next action. We have 3 dungeons open at the moment. We have the level 1 and a level 2, and then my private dungeon in the corner there. I think people are trying to stock up.
So I don't pay again.
Yeah, it's basically just putting it as a safekeeping. My action. What the hell am I gonna do? I can't buy any. Oh, I suppose I could. I'm gonna put a gold there for that.
I think that's still yours. From last time.
Who's after me? Carla?
You might want to think about going there. Heal up. How many shields you got? 1. Oh, shields aren't a problem for me, he says.
It won't last turn. Before I lost people, and I had to reimburse myself.
Tony?
Pass.
Pass. Okay, Martin? Alright, Ashen? Alright, I think I might pass as well, so I can't. I'm trying, as the Arcane Guild, I'm trying to get people to go into my dungeon, but most of my creatures got killed by Martin last turn.
Yeah, take that.
Except they did kill your nice hard party.
I could have run away.
Does the cleric keep his upgrade?
Oh, I imagine so.
Yeah, he keeps it until he gets resurrected. But he also won't count for the best hero if he's still in the graveyard. So
we all know who's the best, though. Even if it's posthumously.
This is you.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any more places I can get creatures or stuff that
How
doesn't.
about you come visit one of these 2 places, because there's crap that's going to be opening there.
Yeah, but I don't need any
creatures.
I need creatures, not hero stuff.
You know you can actually
I think I'm
get
past.
heroes and send
Can't
them in
you use
and
that as
bounce
well,
off
though?
dungeons yourself.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. I can't go there because I don't have any people.
But why aren't you doing that? Killing them anyway. Surely it's better to limit our people.
Well, thing is, he doesn't want...
Yeah, I still lose if we don't
Yeah,
reach
he
the
still
city.
needs to hit 12. That's the thing. It's a really difficult one with
that.
Arcane.
Alright, I pass. Carla, are you gonna go? Tony's already passed. Martin?
What is that gold there? That's the one.
That's me.
Being spent.
Yeah, to buy a trap.
I'm done. I have no actions.
Alright, so I think this is only you, Carla. Do you have any actions?
No, I'm done.
Alright, so that's it. We've all passed. Now we go into the activation phase. So starting with Martin again.
Ooh, actually, how do I buy back my shield?
You just pay 3 gold to the bank and you get your shield back
At what point can you do that?
anytime.
So can he then buy it and then replace it?
Yeah.
I shall do that.
Right, so
Replace it there, you get 2 gold.
yeah.
I'm suddenly tempted to put mine in there.
Fair enough. I am tempted on going
That's
into...
the black market. You stick a shield in there and the base takes one of your actions away, but it gives you 2 gold. But later time you can spend 3 gold to get your shield back again. Some guys' shields are stuck in there as well with dead heroes, and the person who owns the cemetery can get money for that.
No, I am getting money now.
Okay, so everyone's passed now, right? Alright, Martin, your first activation.
Are you not going to...
I think I'll just do that bottom one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Go back. So Gains of Valor.
that's a good one, the storyteller for the person who owns it. 2 workers listen to the story, and Martin gains a valor cube.
I work at an adventurer.
Alright, yeah. Alright, Ashen, what is
It's a
your...
high caliber of customer.
Well, This turn is me trying to whore up on more heroes.
So which one are you doing first? This one?
Yeah, we'll do that one. So he basically
he gets upgraded.
transformed.
Yeah.
So he goes into
The Valor Cube goes into the bank. Your shield returns, and you draw the top card of the hero deck. Which I gotta say, these cards at the back of these cards are rubbish.
I have a wizard.
They're very pretty,
Yeah.
but it's just because they're all eyes. They're very difficult to discern which one is which.
Yeah,
So
what's wrong with a freaking word on the back, eh?
So the hero is a wizard. Wizard's actually quite good if you can get the right items out. So me next.
Payment for that?
No, that's it.
Me next. I'm gonna send these two guys to train a humanoid monster. And I get the top
No,
card
you're
from me.
taking the two guys,
And that is what I got.
turning it into a humanoid monster.
Well, no.
Well, it's a wishing well, isn't it? So maybe they've gone and wished for a humanoid monster.
It's not bad. He goes into my stockpile.
Because that's where
And when
bed to or whatever.
no one's actually attacking me this turn, but when they do, I take from my monster selection and form a monster deck
Yeah, you put 5 cards against me.
and kill both those heroes.
I killed 3 of yours.
That's true.
I was up.
So after me, Carla, what are you doing?
I am
She's gonna build another item, which will be
craft
another item.
Magic gauntlets.
So it's good for the Templar.
Well, anybody can use it, but the Templar gets
The
defense.
dead Templar.
Right, Tony, you're gonna craft a magic item, which is
Holy water.
Spell.
holy water. Good for the cleric. Now all the cleric and Templar items are coming out when they're
The
dead. Right, Martin, your next action.
Gold, please.
One.
So he's acting. Because he owns their building as well.
Okay.
Spend a worker to gain a gold.
Okay,
Right.
can I spend that worker to get 3 gold, please?
He's spending that worker, which goes back to the worker pool. There's 3 shields in there. Gets 3 gold.
Thank you.
That's a really good one for the person who owns cemetery. Moi, I don't have a lot to do. I'm going to spend 1 gold to the bank, and I get a trap. What's the please trap color? And my trap is, oh, how very original.
Me.
Yep. Carla is going to build another. She owns the tower as well. She's a very hard-working blacksmith. Is that the cleric hammer?
Yeah.
The storm hammer. Man, maybe you should have waited a turn, Martin.
Are you guys planning on building anything for my wizard and knight and stuff?
Right, Tony, have you got any other actions left?
Believe me, I'm trying.
Okay, so that's Tony out of actions.
Reclaiming your...
Yeah, you can reclaim a token. Alright, Martin,
I don't think I have anything left.
is there anyone attacking any dungeons this turn?
No, because I,
Ooh,
I don't know what I'm getting hero-wise,
He's such a wuss, isn't he?
and my knight's battered.
I haven't.
Yeah.
Hey?
I don't see you two gearing up for war yet.
I supply them. That's all I have to do.
Alright, so whose turn was that?
It's mine.
Okay,
I've
so
got
me,
nothing to do.
I'll
Well, I
buy
don't
the
wanna buy
mercenary, so that card effectively turns into
Another
a
hero. Look at this, this is his 3rd hero and he still hasn't attacked anyone.
Oh, I've got a rogue. What do you mean? Of course I did. I attacked one and suffered damage.
He's got quite a few collection of heroes. What's the dead one again? A ranger.
Yep.
Alright, after you is me. I don't think I've got any actions left, do I? Oh, no, I do. I'm gonna kill this guy, yeah. See it? Kill him. I get a dice roll in there, and another cube goes in there. So, you've got these special little treasure dice, which have all different icons on. I've rolled, oh god, equipment item, which is absolutely useless to me. I've got a wizard ranger protection cloak. Watch out.
For gold.
We'll discuss it in a minute. I mean, I could probably do with a Valor Cube as well.
Rocking horse, man. Rocking horse.
We're doing that. They're easy.
Yeah, Martin's got loads. Martin, would you like a protection cloak for a
got one.
wizard or a ranger?
But I'll re-talk to you when I've got some heroes.
Right, that was that you call it. Tony, you've passed already. Back to you, Martin. You've passed already. So, Ashen,
That one.
you're getting another hero.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So I get that gold back because it's basically paid the person who owns it, and I own it. He gets upgraded, unlike Jason, I don't kill him, I just upgrade, and another hero, please.
What's the hero?
It's a weird chick, this guy, watch.
It's a knight. It's another knight.
Another knight. See those cubes over there on that knight represents wounds he's taken in battle, and you can come over here to the healer's tent.
Well, not everyone's passed now, haven't they? So you just heal
so
them.
healing.
He's rolled 2 wounds.
I'm pretty sure that only rolls 2, that dice.
But it is slightly damaged. I have contacted Elad from Gold.
Sell some knight boots.
Hey Carly, you made some money.
Not the magic green. Oh, I need that Templar.
Yeah.
So Carla owns the blacksmith, so she gets the gold.
Awesome.
One of her victory conditions is for buildings she owns, but Tony over there, he gets 1 victory point for every 3 gold he owns. So he's desperately wanting people to come over here and buy shit from him. Ashton, is that your token in there as well?
No.
Whose token is it?
Martin's.
Martin's.
Yeah, I left my tokens there. I'm not buying anything. So.
Oh, yeah. And I'll take that.
It was a placeholder token.
I'll just retrieve them then. So that's all the action phase is done, yeah?
Yep.
Alright, now we would go on to the adventuring phase. But no one's gone adventuring, so it wasn't a really good turn for me to film this. So what I'll do is, in the next turn when we do adventuring phase, I'll come back and film that section. So now we go to the State of Karez. We count up how many threat cubes are on the board. There's 3 in my dungeon, plus 3 over there.
6,
There's 6. Then we count up all the Valor cubes.
6,
Martin's got
I think.
5, plus the one there from Ashen. It's 6. So that's a 0 threat level, or Valor level if you
God.
like. So we go back down to that section.
11, 12. We are going to go into the city stage though.
Is there 12 workers?
There's 10 there, and we'll get 2.
and 1
Right, so 2 new workers and a adventurer comes into the city.
Yeah, that kicks off.
Yeah, which will then push us over into the city phase because we have more than 12 workers. Do we have more than 12? 3,
Well, we have
4,
No, we have
it's a
12.
12.
Yeah.
So we need more than 12.
No, the symbol
No,
says
that's
equal
Equal to or more. Right, there we go.
Maths was not Jason's strong point, as we know.
Oh,
So-
man.
Now,
Talk like that.
so what's going to happen is we'll get a new visitor over there, Carlo.
Do I reveal him?
Yeah, reveal it. Let's see it. We normally wait till everyone, but we've got a bard who can change
Ooh.
threat into valor. And we will also
How does
reveal
that work, then? If you have
He
threat.
sings.
threat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
We also get a new dungeon over there. You can flip that guy over, guys, because we're now into the mages.
God. 3 red cubes, please.
And all the yellow buildings activate now as well. So they open up for us to buy this turn. Do you want to put the little lamps on, guys? And we are ready for the next turn. So like I said, we'll come back. Oh, and we also redo the turn order, but I don't think it's going to change
No.
much. Martin's first, Ashton second,
One here.
There it is.
and everyone else has got no ballot. So there we go. That's how a turn sequence sort of works. If we did anything wrong, please let us know underneath. But I'm pretty sure we're 100% correct. The rulebook is not the greatest, but we were doing our best here. So let's see. We'll come back when we do an adventure phase. Alright, so this is the adventure phase. We're starting with this dungeon over here. It's got 1 threat cube on and 1 valor cube. Because it's only got 1 valor cube, only 1 hero can go in. Martin is going in because he's got his activation marker over there. He's going in with his cleric, which has
Newly resurrected.
newly resurrected, with a cleric hammer. And he is going to be going up. The first encounter is a
Oh, I took a wrong
wrong
turn.
turn. So
It's going to hit you for 2 points of damage.
Anthony is going to give him a smack, a 5 and a 6,
2 points of damage.
and 2 points of damage.
So this wrong turn, is it like that movie that I saw?
Yeah.
Do I get raped by hillbillies? Is that what it was?
That is exactly what happened.
Jesus!
Now, would you like to flee or
No,
carry
fuck
on?
it, let's carry on.
Alright, so the
Undead.
next undead next. And we have a Lich King. Holy shit.
Well, you're striking at the same time.
He's got 4 attack dice and he has a 3 and a
But
6.
Martin automatically hits for 5.
And Martin's got a fixed attack of 5. He's also going to upgrade, so he's got 3 attack dice.
I've got 4 actually.
Yep.
Oh yeah, because the cleric hammer. Oh, you got a fixed attack of 1 as well.
No, useful.
Yeah.
So basically, Tony, if you roll a 5, I die. Again.
Nope, but you need a 5 and 6.
Nope. Bless you.
So the fight continues. Unless Martin wants to flee.
No, come on.
There's the 5.
Oh.
And I can't roll 5 or 6 for shit.
Right, so
Alright.
Martin has been defeated again. So we add another.
Because you're filming it.
Put another thread cube. We add another
Does he
thread cube.
drop the hammer then? Or is
Yeah.
that only in...
He does indeed. You drop the hammer in the dungeon, and then another thread cube gets added to that dungeon to make it more dangerous. Right, that was Martin sacrificing and put your shield in the graveyard again.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, good.
And we go on to the next dungeon.
Can we not film this, please?
Where Ashen. What's interesting there is we had a bard over here by the Visitor's Tale, and the bard changes one threat to one.
As far as we know.
As far as we know, because there's no explanation in the rulebook. Well, I don't know what the word is. We guess that would assume will changes one red to one blue in one of the dungeons. And Ashen bought the bard, so he changed one of the reds, the two threats there, to one blue, which means now there's 4 valor on offer there, which means he can send 4 heroes in there. So Ash, I take it your entire party's going in.
Hell yeah.
Right, so the first thing we're doing, Anthony, what you got?
Oh, hang on, that's going.
Oh yeah, they go back.
Can we not have Anthony rolling? Because I just saw him dick over. Not only did Anthony dick us over by taking our gold, which we had very little of, as you can see.
City hall.
We have no gold. There were 2 people trying to fight stuff.
What's that first one? Is that a beast
That's
man?
a beast man.
Right, so the first one's beast man. Where is it? Anthony's just rolling. You don't know what it is. Beast man.
Right.
So he is fighting a lizard man.
First things first, my
It goes
evasion
first
dice.
strike as well.
Along with your first strikers as
my
well.
evasions. 5 and a 3, which is no
He's
good
got
to anybody.
2 evasions. So you
Both
can add.
well.
Yeah. What's the other first strikers? It's just this one guy.
Yeah.
So he goes same time as the lizard man. Lizard man's got 1 attack, which has got a 2. And you've only got 1 attack as well. With 4.
Knight.
So you put some, yeah. So which knight's going to take the 2? Right, so he's got a wound on him. Right, now you do your normal strikers.
My normal strikers are for them. So he gets 3 dice plus an additional 1 for the Ring of Power. And he's got the throwing axes. Because he's got throwing axes.
Can you do that one roll?
I'm an idiot. I need to see what his was. That's a 6. So that's well, that all throwing axe to 2.
So he's taking a wound.
So that's that wizard.
The throwing axes he's used for this encounter. So basically it's tapped for this fight with the lizard man.
One shot.
The
Per
knight
encounter.
Kills him. Yep. So the lizard man is dead. Now we go on to what's the next one? A trap. Take. Trap is a treasure vault. For some strange reason, treasure vaults are dangerous. That's 3 dice, Anthony.
Obviously.
new evasion dice.
They booby trapped.
Oh yeah. So you got a 1, 5, and 6. Basically, these dice are like shields for the wound token. And you got a 6, 5, and a 3. So 6 takes out that one, yeah.
And nothing else.
No 3s, no 5s.
Yep,
So that's their trap done. Next thing is an undead. And we have a wraith.
Nice.
Who's
He's
got-
always
Apparently he's
got
on fire.
And he has strike. Is that first or last? I can't remember. Last. Alright, so your strike first guy goes. It's a new encounter, so you get to roll your dice, green dice again. So 2 5s and a 4.
Rubbish.
There's a 4 over here.
4 comes him.
Alright, now he gets his 1 attack.
Doesn't matter, roll them all because none of you are slow. So
Well, he's got
Yeah,
2
he's
strike
the only
last.
one that's-
No, because he's got the boots which allow him to strike at the same time.
Alright, so you just got 1 strike last guy.
Yeah, and thing is, he's got the throwing
I
axe.
was strike last.
So wizard with throwing axe. 5 into
that,
5
5.
into 5.
If you want, we can make the fight. Yeah, you've got to fit 2 rooms on you.
Was that just the wizard?
Yeah.
You haven't done the rogue yet.
That's what I've done. The rogue misses, and
The knight with the boot.
the fast knight. Nothing.
And then your light and the wraith go at the same time.
Yep.
Whoa.
6, 5, 4. Well, there's a 4.
Yep. And
Double
the
6 kills the wraith.
And the 6. There.
So the last thing is a legendary creature.
Oh, have you been putting them back?
Again.
Yeah.
Put them back under face up.
the state of his creatures so far is 1 wound on the wizard, 1 wound on the knight.
Legendary.
Dragon.
What? Seriously?
Red
Red
dragon.
dragon.
Cool.
And he's normal striker with 4 wounds, 3 attack, and he does a 2 and a 5 automatically.
You best roll your evasion dice and hope you get a 2 here. Look.
No.
So,
6 should keep him alive and 4 work on there.
So immediately take a wound on your 2.
He doesn't strike first. I can't kill him before then, but...
so your rogue gets one poke first and doesn't do anything. Is he going to use his... Oh, you can use your throwing axes afterwards. Using your ring of power.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man. Jesus.
And throwing axe that.
Holy shit!
One hit wonder.
He has been super lucky.
Yeah.
Do you want to roll your 3 dice though?
The wizard absolutely trounced him.
4, 4, 2.
So the 4 takes out this 4,
Nope, bounces off his...
but does put a wound on him.
Yep. 2.
2
Does nothing.
does nothing.
Okay.
All you guys took 1 wound each. That's impressive, man.
We share the love.
Okay, so the Valor Cube gets removed, and the Threat Cube gets removed.
And I get another 3.
Yeah, and you get another 3 Valor Cubes from the bank.
And...
Can I just ask, does that not mean 4 Valor cubes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
one.
he's had 1 on there.
Right.
Okay, and I have to give 2 gold from here to Carla as I got a loan to
If
buy
you
the
roll
ring.
any.
If I
This
roll
is the
any.
treasure dice first. You get the 2 you did get, and a crystal and a
Big
spell.
I will be
Crystal?
asking, though, if you would perhaps like to trade that crystal, because otherwise I won't be able to get a hero back.
And what, 2 gold?
Which you can take
Oh, isn't that sweet?
Or 1? Both?
both. I said it was a loan, and I said I'd pay you 2.
Alright, so that's dungeon done. Level 3 dungeon stays
3.
intact, and my 2 dungeons are fine.
Was 3 was
Well, there you go. That's how combat works. Very simple. It's quite effective, but well, the results are as follows. Carla has won. Well done, Carla. She's got 12 victory points as the building merchant. In second place was a tie with Tony on 9, Ashen on 9. Then Martin came next with 8.
He stopped me having 9 as well. Last turn.
And I came last with 6 points with the Arcane Guild. Right, well, that's actually pretty close, except if you can exclude me and Carla.
There's only 3 victory points there.
It's okay, but
if-
we even it out.
Oh, okay,
If
thanks.
all my guys hadn't died in that one horrible dungeon, I think I would have been able to pick up.
If all your guys hadn't died in
Well,
that one
it's
easy
fair enough.
dungeon.
Yeah, the fact that unicorns kill his mighty heroes.
Well, I must admit, I've played this a couple of times now, and the dungeons were absolutely brutal this game. How many heroes died is just ridiculous.
Well, Ashen lost 4 in one dungeon.
I think you lost the cleric about 4 times.
I did resurrect him certainly twice, possibly 3 times. Actually, yeah, I think he died 3 times, resurrected him twice.
And him dying lost you that point as well, because he would have been the best hero.
It still would have won me the game. I was nowhere close to winning, judging by what Carla.
You'd have been on 10.
So 2 points behind.
You got, yeah, but where would I have got those points from?
You might have rolled crystals and
I
more
think-
valor.
I think overall,
Full valor.
this is quite a good game, but there are some really ambiguous things that came up.
Like the rules.
Well, for one thing, there's no rules for these villager cards or visitor cards. So they just almost every turn there's like what happens here? What does this do? Like for instance, the bard and the saboteur. I mean, they were very ambiguous about what we were going to do with them.
The thing is, they are simple enough in concept, but just need clarification. So somebody needs to go on officially and say, this is what you do with it. Here's a list of the things that you find in this box, and this is what this card means, and this is what this card means. It's literally not in the rules.
And also the private dungeon thing, that was a bit of a complication thing as well, because I mean I got both dungeons open, and I literally have a stack of creatures and traps and things, but no one will go in there because it's too freaking hard to go through all of them. And we're undecided if you're supposed to make a deck up beforehand and put it down there when you open the dungeon, or if people make up their rules and then make up their bands and then go in, and then you make up your deck and counter them. So that was really ambiguous as well. But otherwise, I mean, I think that the bare concept of the game is pretty good. I like the worker actions to buy the cities and
It's quite interesting that
building up your
it's
thing.
a shared resource. It's a worker placement game, but you all share the same resource. And so
Yeah, I keep resisting the urge to put them back
Yeah.
here once I'm done with them.
I gotta think. I think that like this game is like a semi-co-op in terms of where we all win or lose together, but one. I don't really see it as a semi-co-op or I mean I don't see any point at any time where we're working together.
it didn't feel like it.
No.
Well, I suppose
Well-
thematically speaking we are, but I think
Yeah.
in
Well, we're
reality.
supposed to be bringing down those cubes, those red cubes, the threat.
Well, are
to
we
the
though,
city.
Yeah.
really?
Well, all four of you are doing that just by doing your normal actions,
Yeah.
whereas I'm the only one. Or
Well,
this.
hang on, are we? Because I felt that me and Ashen were, because we were doing heroes and fighting, but I have to say, I don't think anyone else was.
Well, yeah. I mean, they two, they're builders.
Tony got our cube, our blue cube, about halfway, maybe turn 6 of the game. Other than that, me and Ashen had done it. That was it.
But then if we didn't spend our actions opening up the equipment that your characters would have been using during the...
Yeah, they
I
were.
barely had any though. I couldn't afford it.
They were
Yeah.
they were aiding you
I
guys.
didn't
and-
make much money out of selling equipment.
I think
Well, it's because
I
yours were
saw-
one shots. It just wasn't. The problem is there's not enough gold coming in, so 1 gold is actually quite expensive for a one-shot item. So you're better off going for double that and having a permanent effect.
Actually, they're
Our
talking about.
last game, we had... Things were selling
Yeah,
like
I had
hotcakes
the
last
builders
time.
merchant last game, and I was selling things crazy. Like,
Why,
but
why though?
it's because people were just going
Well,
on.
was that so? What about the one that Tony was playing? In the market,
I was
the
buying
one-shot?
both.
Yeah.
I was playing the heroic guild.
We were only
I was-
playing 4 players
I
though,
had
and
loads.
all 4 of us were going into the dungeons all
Where
the
did you
time.
get the gold from?
Well,
I
they were
wonder
spending
whether
it.
it was because
yeah.
we were playing a 4-player game.
Yeah.
Maybe gold is more...
The other thing,
more places for you
yeah.
to put your people.
the other thing, talk about resources like gold. I mean, are they finite or not? I mean, it doesn't actually say in the rules anyway if they're finite. So we add more tokens on afterwards, but I can't see
Maybe
anywhere.
not with the gold, but with the valor, I mean...
Yeah, we've run out of
how-
valor every game so far.
Yeah, the bells were denoting times because we ran out, and then there's a massive pile over here where Ashton changed them all up.
But yeah, I mean, I think overall I like the game, but I think you could do with some rules clarification, especially with some of the more interesting stuff like the visitors, the private dungeons, and maybe some like what's that game Warriors of the Chaos in the Old World has that sheet where it tells you a little bit about each faction and what good strategy is for each one. Well, we were on the end section for probably most of the second half of the game. I mean, it's never dropped lower
Well,
than.
it never dropped below the middle point,
Yeah.
did it? Yeah.
And even though there's still quite a lot of thread on the board. I mean, I had 4 on there.
Yeah, we did.
There's 4 on there, and then there's 3 left there. And the two 4s have been there for ages.
Actually, both of these killed me, so wouldn't they get another threat?
Yeah, they would have, yeah. But even still, it's the end of the game, so.
The shittest dungeon ever killed me. Killed my really hard cleric.
See, overall, I think this game has very nice qualities to it. The board is lovely. The elements are all there for a perfect game. For a nice evening of playing. But because there are so many indiscrepancies where people are guessing instead of knowing, it kind of spoils the whole concept of the game. Just because we are uncertain about what we're doing, somebody needs to go on, even online, and just open up a forum and let people discuss it and somebody officially clarify rules.
I think the components are really good as well. Although the one qualm I have about the components is these cards. I mean,
They are the shit. And I said this to Jason completely independently of what he was thinking. I didn't know, but they are a really shit idea. I'm sorry. The card backs are all quite similar to each other, but very distinctly different in terms of they have very different things in them.
I mean,
But there's
this is
no
a
real
trap.
way to differentiate.
That's
if
a
you're
humanoid.
colourblind, for example, I mean, what were the two that looked really similar?
It's
the backs of
it's
them.
the heroes and the humanoids.
I mean, it's just created from a distance as well. It's like, put some friggin' writing on the back.
I mean, it's nice.
not
It's nice
just-
artwork, but it's not functional for the game.
I
To
think
be
I
honest,
found
it's-
a FAQ, a bunch of answers from Elad himself. On,
Oh, good.
All right, cool.
Finally
We'll have to
somebody-
go through that.
The other thing.
Artwork point of view, the board is really nice,
Yeah,
though.
it is. I think the biggest problem with these cards is the fact that you're having to deal with that
Yeah.
in
This is-
comparison.
This is what you're looking at when you're dungeons, and you look at it, and you go like, "What the hell is that? Is
Yeah.
that
So,
undead? And then what is this
I
one?
could deal
Humanoid?"
with I could deal with the big cards having the artwork, but there's nothing to clarify it in comparison. So it's
And it transpires there are actually some tactics involved in it as well. One of those symbols denotes undead, and it seems like the cleric is actually quite good at taking out the undead. But obviously, I was looking at them thinking, I don't even know what these symbols represent. What is that? Don't know. What is that one? Not really sure. The only one I knew was traps.
The cleric gets an automatic 5 hit, and most of the 5 are on deck.
Undead. Oh, that's pretty clever. I never noticed that
Yeah.
The
before.
2s for the ranger, most of them are in the beastman.
Oh, okay.
I've got 4s for the wizard, and most of them are like magical creatures. So that does match to the wizard's.
Oh, well done,
power.
Tony. I never
Yeah,
noticed that
well,
before.
That's all well and good, but you look at the dungeon card, which is this one, and have no freaking clue which one is which. Because you're like, no, I can't remember.
Also, it would have been helped if there was in the rules that those particular heroes are good against those things to give you a bit of a hint.
and
Yeah.
then of course it would help with who you send into the dungeon, because you have to denote who you're sending into the dungeon. So
Well, I kind of think we're slagging off this game quite a lot, but actually, I mean, let's do a bit of a thumbs up thing. But I actually think I like this game. But what do you think, Carla?
I really enjoy the game. I think in general it's got all the elements that I enjoy. It's got that whole kind of resource building. You've got a bit of dungeons. You've got a little bit of an animosity going between the players, and yet we all trying to keep the threat down. It's a fun game, but you get irritated when you don't know what you can and can't do, because it messes up your strategy. And I like strategy. I like to sit here and figure things out.
She
But
gets
if
very
I can't-
feisty late at night. So is it a thumbs up or a thumbs
Yeah,
down
it's
or
a thumbs
indifferent?
up. A thumbs up. It would be 2 thumbs up if somebody clarified the rules properly for us. Just give us a good FAQ.
What about you, Tony? This is your first game of it,
I think it's a thumbs halfway.
so indifferent.
But after playing it 3 or 4 times would probably be a thumbs up. It's a game that you really have to learn.
Yeah.
You have to play several times to enjoy it and learn it.
All right, that's interesting words there. I like it. What about you, Martin? All right, Martin, carry on with yours.
Yeah, as I was saying, I'm still a bit undecided, a bit indifferent about this kind of a thumb sideways. There's some things I like. I think broad. Yeah, ambiguous rules, not so hot either. But I have a bit of a problem with the dungeons in that. I mean, obviously Ash's guild, and I think to a degree my guild was supposed to go into dungeons, but you cannot in any way gauge the strength of the dungeons at all. You look at the card and think, great, I'm drawing 2 cards. Those 2 cards you get might kick the crap out of you, whereas you get 4 or 5 cards, and they might be really shit ones that you just breeze through. And on top of that is random dice rolls as well that you can't mitigate really at all. So it's almost like a coin flip of.
Well, I think Tony brought out an interesting point about if you know that the dungeon's got undead and say magical creatures, then you're gonna take a wizard and a cleric into the dungeon with you, which helps a little bit. I don't
If
think
you
it.
have them,
but
on the whole, I think it was not too bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some things that need clarifying. Absolutely.
and you, Ash?
Second time. Don't mind it too much actually. I'd probably play it again, I think.
So is that a thumbs up?
I'd say it's a thumbs up. Yeah, there's some issues with it. Lack of clarity, I think, in the rules. Randomness of the dungeons. I don't know whether it's possible to actually not hit city level.
Yeah.
You have to try really, really hard to actually screw yourselves over.
I think someone has to be tanking the game to get it not to do that,
And
because
unfortunately, that's supposed to be the Arcane's job,
Well-
and I don't think it's that easy for you guys to do it.
Well, they're not trying to tank it. That's what the thing.
yeah, because you still lose if the
Yeah.
city.
I think the Arcane Guild, because I played them the first time, we weren't playing right, but it's really weird because you want people to come to your dungeons, but, well, Or do you? That's the thing.
Well,
Because you need hard
perhaps.
dungeons so
I think
people.
you need to tank
But
the
do
city
you
early.
need hard dungeons? Maybe you should be negotiating and
The thing is, if they kill your dungeon, then they wipe out all the cubes you've
fuck
accumulated
off,
on there, then you don't score any victory point. But if you make it too hard, then no one goes there anymore anyway. So the only way you're getting threat cubes on there is by killing adventurers. But because you're not getting valor cubes, you don't get to go first, which means people take the adventures before you.
I think the arcane, their battle plan should always be tank it and then work your way up and over the.
Yeah, I'll definitely want to try them again. I mean, for me, I'm probably going to give this a thumbs up because I like the basic concepts. I like a lot of what they're doing. The artwork is brilliant. The components are really nice.
Enjoy the dungeons.
Yeah, I enjoy the mix, the sliding between dungeon and worker placement. I don't think the dungeon part of the game is too difficult to understand.
It's just very random.
It's very random, yeah, and I don't mind random, but I don't mind it. I think it could do with a little more streamlining, like, you know, maybe leveling creatures up as the dungeons go up, rather than just you can get a Hydra on your first mission, but 2 goblins on your last mission, which is in the city level.
But then I had a really powered up cleric there who got basically the shit kicked out of him by a cleric and then finished off by a unicorn. And he should have, looking at what he was with the equipment he had, he should have breezed through them, no problem.
Bad luck. That's what it boiled down to.
And I mean, there's some really cool. I like the little village, this visitor thing, but because there's no rules for what the cards do. You just most of the time you're just guessing what happens. Like, for instance, this last one, can you do this multiple times, or is it a one-off? You trade 3 gold for 1 crystal, or 1 crystal for 3 gold. You know, that sort of thing. Also, doing the fights using equipment, it's a little, you know, thematically it doesn't really make a lot of sense. You can use a sword only once during a fight with a goblin, that sort of thing. But overall, I mean, it sounds like we're being really negative. I think the game is really good. I think everyone here agrees the game is playable and
it's
acceptable.
It's certainly not awful. I've definitely played worse, so high praise indeed there. But
It's a fun game for you know, like an evening. There's nothing wrong with this game in terms of it's not the type of game that you walk away thinking, oh, that was not nice, that was boring, or it's interesting, it keeps you engaged, but you know, it's got its faults, and we're picking on them because we like the game. That's the problem, you see.
So that's a valid point.
We want to like it.
Game length was pretty bad as well.
Yeah, especially with 5-player now.
Yeah.
I know we spent like doing other stuff as well. We spent a lot of time as well discussing what rule we're going to use for, because we don't know what the actual rule is.
Yeah.
Okay, well there you go. We've got 3 thumbs up and 2 indifferents. So overall, that's a pretty decent overview of the game, I think. You know, so I wouldn't say to anyone not to go play this game. Fallen City of Karez by Golden Egg Games. Go check it out. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.